Good evening, students, parents, and families, and welcome to our Lane Middle School virtual back to school night. This is your introduction message from me. This is a pre-recorded message that has been loaded onto YouTube. It has been sent out to you through our email system and our text messenger system. And it is simply to welcome you here to this event, which is, of course, virtual. It's all online. And after you watch this message here, and I've got a few slides to go over and some instructions, that'll be your time with your student parents and families that you can go through each of the teacher Schoology pages, get to know, explore what's happening in school on a daily basis with your students in their classes with their teachers. And after 15 minutes or so of that, the teacher Zoom sessions will open. And so we're excited to welcome you as parents into our classrooms, many of you for the first time. So it's an exciting time for us this evening where we get to spend some time talking with parents and students. So it's going to be a very good evening. It's going to be a fast evening, I have a feeling. But I want to welcome you all here nonetheless. I am Matt Haren, principal of Lane Middle School. No doubt, if you're watching these messages or you got this video to watch, you've seen and heard from me before. Many of your students probably told you that I run morning announcements just like this. You may have even heard those morning announcements. So thank you for listening. Couple things before I get into some of my other messaging here, and that is the reason we are a virtual event is because beginning the first week of school, we experienced some positive cases of COVID in our building, and we've continued to experience those, as many of you already know, with some large quarantine groups that are out, including our entire sixth grade. And hopefully some of the changes and adjustments that the district is making, that we're doing here at school, are going to help stop the large numbers of quarantine students. So just wanted to kind of give you a preview and update of that. So this evening for our virtual back to school night, you're currently watching this pre-recorded message that I have for you. It came through Messenger. It's also loaded on our Lane Middle Schoology page. And I've sent some instructions with this video to show you how to get to that, because that's where you'll find some of the Zoom meetings for administrators and, of course, the classes for your students. So 6 p.m. you're watching this pre-recorded message. 6:15 is the time I'm going to release you that this video message will end. And that's your time with your student for 15 minutes or so to explore the teacher Schoology pages. Our admin Zoom sessions will open, so you can speak with either myself, Kelly Evans, our assistant principal athletic director, Rachel Gert, our 7th grade assistant principal, Daryl Jackson, our 6th grade assistant principal, or our counselor, Mrs. Brewer. All those will be located on the Schoology page for Lane Middle School. Again, you'll be seeing that in a few moments. At 6:30, that is when our teacher Zoom sessions will open. And that is a time where you as parents and students can go in, greet the teachers, spend some time talking with them. Remember, we could have numerous people going in at the same time. So definitely ask your questions and give your greetings, and then just make sure that we're respectful and allowing other people that are coming into the Zoom session as well. Teachers can spend some time just chit-chatting and talking with you as parents, families, and students. And then at 7 p.m., that is when all of the Zoom sessions will be ending for the evening. I'm just calling this page important random information. And I say that because I asked my office staff, I talked to my nurse, and I just wanted to make sure I've covered a few things. First of all, regarding student health, if your student is sick or is displaying any symptoms of sickness, we will need you to keep them home and away from others. Also, if your student is in quarantine, we ask that you keep them home and away from others. Obviously, with the situations we've encountered the first 2.5 weeks of school, this is vitally important. Also, as I already mentioned, you can check out our morning announcements each day on the Lane Middle Schoology page. Again, you'll be seeing those. Those are uploaded. Those are available for parents to view as well. My secretaries up front wanted me to share. Listen, FWCS has experienced frequent and intermittent phone issues since the beginning of the year. And so, for instance, like today, the phones will just stop working. We're not sure why. And so we called the help desk, we contacted downtown, and they are currently working on it. So just know that that is going on. We appreciate your patience as we work through some of those phone issues. Important information, important phone number for you to have. When reporting student absences, please call 467-4397. If nobody answers, please just leave a message and someone will either get back to you or will get your message about the absence for your student or whatever question you may have. If your student has been quarantined or is an at-home learner, whether that's the school asking you, most likely the school asking you to keep your child home for that reason, please call us and let us know if you're receiving an attendance call. When I say an attendance call, that means that you're getting a call saying your student was not in class today. That call should not have gone out. So it means on our end, we've got a situation that we've got to correct. So just let us know if that's happening. Final message here from my important random information, and that is even more than last year, communication is ever more important between home and school, school and home. Um, I can honestly tell you, I don't think we were quite prepared for what we were going to encounter this year. I think majority of us thought we were going to roll into this year and student learning would be like it had always been before COVID. That is not the case. And so we are constantly right now in the process of refining our practices and making this educational experience as best we can for your students and for you as families. And so I invite communication, I invite questions, I invite frustrations if you have them. Please communicate with us so that we can better serve you and your child. Parents, after you view the introduction video that I've prepared for you beginning tomorrow around 6 p.m., that'll have been sent to you via Messenger. You can watch that with your child. I would hope that you'd watch that with your student. After you view that video, you're going to come to our Lane Middle School Schoology page, and hopefully this is a place you've already been. Your students have been here. Parents, students, and staff all have access to this. And what you're going to be looking for is what you basically see here, but this is going to be deleted after I do this video, and then I'll reload it tomorrow. But on this, it's showing you the agenda for our Lane Back to School night tomorrow. So 6 p.m., you'll watch the pre-recorded video from me, which will be loaded here and sent to you via our messenger systems. 6:15, what we'll do is you'll move to explore and view the teacher Schoology pages. So in essence, have your students walk you through their schedule, beginning first period, going to the last period, and showing you the different pages of their teachers that they have that they're operating from. Also at that time, our administrator Zoom sessions will be open and you can speak with any one of our administrators, whether that's Mrs. Evans, our 8th grade assistant principal, who's also our athletic director, Mrs. Gert, our 7th grade AP, Mr. Jackson, our 6th grade AP, or our school counselor, Mrs. Brewer. You'll see all those. That begins at 6:15 and will go until 7 p.m. And then at 6:30, once you've finished exploring the different teacher Schoology pages, teacher Zoom sessions will then be open. You can go to those Schoology pages, click on the link for their Zoom session, and spend some time either greeting, saying hello, or asking questions of the teachers. So they will be available for questioning at that time. At any point, you can jump in and ask me any questions you have in my Zoom meeting. Again, it'll be located here. I will probably also send that out to you, my Zoom link, in a messenger alert also, so that you have that more readily available and I can direct you as needed. But no, there'll be more direction in my introductory video for tomorrow. And I'm going to review what's happening with students tomorrow morning for announcements also, so they will be prepared to share what they need to do and what you need to do for Lane Middle School Back to School Night tomorrow, September 1st, here virtually from 6 to 7 p.m. When you're going to your teacher Zoom meetings from 6:30 to 7 p.m. tomorrow, students, again, you should be with your parents. You should have already looked at the different teacher Schoology pages. But when the Zoom meetings open at 6:30, you can just travel around, kind of like an open house, if you will. And you'll see a couple different looks to this. One similar to what Ms. Hooper has here for hers is right on the main screen. When you go to her class, you'll see an announcement here. And you can see it says find the Zoom link, and you'll just click on the link for the Zoom meeting. And you can enter into there to greet Mrs. Hooper or ask any questions. Another way to look at this is if on your main page, your course dashboard where you see all your classes, I'm going to go to Mr. Moses' class. Another example of how you'd find the Zoom link, you can see Mr. Mose has his weekly assignments up, and then right below it, you can see it says Back to School Night Zoom link. Click here, and you'll be able to go into Mr. Moses' Zoom meeting. So parents and students, so this is for both, as I said to staff, it should be glaringly obvious where the Zoom link is for back to school night so that you click on the link, enter into the Zoom meeting, and speak with the teachers. So you just viewed a video from me of how to access Schoology and all that information. That's going to help you as you navigate this evening after I release you from watching my video. And that is time where you can spend with your child, with your student, going through the teacher Schoology pages and then stopping into Zoom sessions if you so choose. You do not have to. It's not mandatory. If you feel comfortable with what your student is telling you or you do not have any questions, you do not have to go into the Zoom sessions. But they are there and available if you do have questions or would like to greet teachers. Right now, you're spending that time from 6:15-ish, around there, exploring those pages. And then at 6:30, those Zoom meetings will open. Stop in and speak to any of those teachers. Stop in and speak to our administrators if you have any questions. I do ask that you have any questions regarding quarantine status or health and wellness. You can stop in and speak with me, and I'll do the best I can. Our nurse is not available for this evening. The final thing I would say before I let you go, and I look forward to hopefully seeing some of you this evening, is that please use your child's laptop and log in their account to view the Schoology information. A lot of our Zoom sessions are authenticated and requires FWCS username and password, which your child has. So please use that. It's going to make it that much easier. And then again, we're so glad you're joining us tonight. Stop in and say hello. Enjoy this experience going through the learning process that your kids are experiencing right now. Thank you so much. If I see you tonight, great. If not, have a great evening. Parents specifically, I thought I was done. I wanted to make sure I said one more thing to you, and that was just know that I appreciate the job that you do with your students, the role you play as a parent, as a family member, supporting them as much as you can, supporting us here at the school. It is such a difference maker. Over the past 5 years that I've been here, it's truly been amazing to work with the parents, families, staff that we have. And I got into education and into being an administrator to make a difference in the lives of children. But becoming an administrator allows me to make a difference in the lives of adults, working with parents and staff as well. And so just truly honored and blessed to work with all of you, to be part of your lives, to share your children with us. And again, just want to say thank you. Enjoy your back to school night evening with us here virtually on Schoology at Lane Middle.